Would you be willing to trust a drone to save your life? Swedish researchers are looking at how drones compare with ambulances when it comes to delivering life-saving defibrillators when someone is suffering from a cardiac arrest. And you know, we are seeing drones used in so many different ways, of course, with aerial photography, and you know, we've got for surveillance and tending crops, shipping, delivering packages. What do you think, Liz? Would you trust a drone in this way?
I mean, I think that this again makes a lot of sense, right? It kind of is reminiscent of a story you guys probably remember just from last week John Lawrenson did about this Pulse Point app on your phone that looks for people in your neighborhood that can perform CPR. I mean, to me, that's smart technology, right?
It's just having more kind of access to things that can save your life. And CPR, I mean, that's the first thing that you can do. If you can get out there and, you know, immediately get your hands on the chest and start those compressions, that's what's going to help save that person's life. But when they did these tests, it took 22 minutes for an ambulance to get there versus 5 minutes for a drone to bring that AED, and that's really what it takes to save someone's life.
Yes, that could be life-changing.
And I know that people are afraid of the AEDs, but if you've ever done it,
that was my question. If they just arrived, you know what to actually do.
You do.
With them.
So I've done it before. I've actually gone through the whole training, and I was just like you. I was like, oh, this is too complicated for anyone to do who's not a doctor. But it's not. They say, you know, a voice comes, you hit start, and then it says exactly where to put the things, tells you what to do and when to stop. It's really easy.
I think, you know, every minute counts in situations like that, and if it can get the help you need faster, that is definitely the answer. My one concern, though, is what happens if in the future we become too reliant on these drones and AED devices and people stop being up to date on their CPR skills, because CPR is the most effective way when it comes to cardiac arrest outside of a hospital. And so I worry that people might not be up to date on CPR.
It takes a little bit away from your street smarts, but I think that's important to continue with those lessons, right?
I do. I think so too. I just got recertified a couple of years ago, and it's a really good thing to do. Maybe people won't worry too much about it, but 911 operators are also really good about walking you through how to give compressions too. So I think that that's always going to be something that's kind of the baseline. I wish they would teach it in more schools, to be honest.
Yeah, I mean, well, when you think about it, last year more than 350,000 cardiac arrests occurred outside of the hospital, and only 12% of those affected survived. That is not a good statistic. Maybe something like this would encourage more people to remind them, okay, I should be up to date on my CPR. It's so important. And also maybe take a course on the AED. That sounds really fascinating and helpful.
Yeah, you know, it doesn't even need to be a course. It's like 10 minutes. I'm telling you, it's that easy to walk you through it.